Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's program, curated to help you return to center, quiet your mind, and attune to your own innate inner rhythm, helping you to return to a sense of inner peace and authenticity. As always, wear comfy clothes. Take off your shoes if your feet won't be too cold. And we'll start with our moving meditation. This is a very easy program this week, suitable for anyone, no matter your fitness level. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, feet, knees, and hips in alignment. Make sure your knees remain unlocked and slightly bent, and allow your body to be stable yet relaxed. We'll begin by gathering up, calling our energy back to us from all of the places that we can become distracted, entangled, and bring it back to you. Return to this now moment, the only time that ever really is. We return to center, to stillness, and inner peace. Now we'll step out just a little bit wider. Make sure your feet are anchored, tailbone aligned with the earth, and we're going to follow the pattern of the infinity symbol I've drawn on the sand in front of me. You're shifting the weight from one foot to the other, and my legs are steady and strong, fully supporting my upper body. I'm not actually moving my arms, they're following my body, and I'm just drawing them in and allowing them to float out slightly. The breathing is soft and natural, in and out through the nose. We're tracing the infinity symbol. This is a wonderful reminder that everything is cyclical in nature. There's the cycle of the seasons. We move from the great yang of summer with energy at its maximum peak, and then we slowly withdraw inward in autumn until we get to the deep yin of winter. As winter reaches her deepest state, we start to emerge back outward, eventually finding ourselves in beautiful spring where life starts to blossom and open up again. And then we return to the maximum yang of summer. This little practice will help you to return to your own inner rhythms and cycles, the habitual patterns and tendencies that reside within all of us. The next time you come back into the center position, pause for a moment, and then we'll go in the opposite direction, helping to foster fluidity through change and transition. No matter where you are or who you are, life will always present us with changes, like the tides moving behind me that ebb and flow into the shoreline, and then they always recede back. They expand to ever greater capacity at the height of the moon, and then return to their normal fluctuations as the moon's light dims. Again, we're just shifting the weight from leg to leg, following this infinity pattern. The cycles of life that truly have no beginning and no end. Birth, death, rebirth. They're part of the great cycle of the cosmos. Now we'll add to this pattern. We'll keep flowing across. Imagine that your hands are just running over water. And then we'll take one hand and allow it to flow out in front of the face. It's the hand opposite the leg that your weight is anchored in. The palm is out and we sweep the hand across. Then we'll come all the way across and back again so that we're constantly shifting from one hand to the other. The wrists are nice and soft and relaxed. There's no tension in the shoulders. Feet are anchored into the earth, and you can feel that your energy or chi is just flowing fluidly within your body. Hands across, up and over, and then back again. This little form is called the koi jumping out of the pond. Imagine that as your hand sweeps up, you're taking the cool yin of water and just clearing the mind of any stress, tension, propensity for overthinking or obsession, and just really allowing yourself the freedom and liberation of coming into this moment. Wherever you are mentally is where your energy is flowing. So often as I'm running on this beach or walking through the forest, I see people plugged in. They're not present where they are. And it's in this presence where the true formation of all life can be found and nourished. Come back to center and just connect to earth for a moment with your palms facing down. We'll draw the left foot back in so that your feet are once again shoulder width apart. Place one hand on top of the other and then sink back down to the lower dantian. And we'll come into painting Zen circles. This is a very similar motion to our koi jumping out of the pond, but it's a smaller circulation. We have expanded the energy outward, and now we'll begin to draw it back into our center, filling our body with this sense of fullness, grounding, and anchoring our chi, so that when you step out of this little practice, you feel completely centered, balanced, grounded, and nourished. The wrists are soft. Our intention is to stay present, to use the body to help us to meditate. When the mind is busy, moving the hands, rocking between the feet, it has less of a likelihood of drifting away. Now release your hands and float up. Draw back into center as we expand and compress the chi. Breathing in to expand and out to come back to center. Breathing in, expanding open, and then breathing out to come back. And we'll hold the chi ball one more time. And then you'll reach out and forward and gather in. You'll notice that the bottom hand reaches out and I bend that knee. and then it comes back in. And we always come back to this posture of holding the ball. The hands are continually turning and coming back to holding center. I'm not leaning out too far. My arms are just lightly extended with a bend still in the elbow, keeping everything soft and fluid, calm and relaxed. Now draw your hands back together over the lower dantian, and then breathe in and float up, and breathe out and let your arms wave down. Breathing in through center, just drawing up the energy through the body, and then allowing your arms to wave back down. Breathing in, feeling your feet anchored to the earth, your head aligned with the heavens, and you're fully supported by both the yin energy of the earth and yang of the sky. And now we'll extend and float out and then wash the palms down. Breathing in to float up and breathing out just to wave back down. Really anchoring the energy and flooding ourselves with this healing, purifying qi around us. Washing it down through the legs and then anchoring by drawing the hands to the lower dantian. And here we'll circle 3 times, nourishing your organs and sending the parts of your body that we usually ignore our love, our care, our attention. Bring your feet back together. Take a bow in respect to yourself, this life, this world, and your place here, because you are here because you belong here. Thank you always for taking the time to share these practices with me. I wish you a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in this day on this planet. May all the love that you send out return to you tenfold.